Hello. So I've been thinking about the types of videos that I really like to watch and videos that maybe you want to watch, and I really love watching vlogs. So I've never done this before. We're gonna try it out. It's a different sort of week for me because I'm off all week and I have some fun sewing things going on and holidays and a little trip planned. So follow me along for this week on my vlog. I'm off of work all week. I thought I would do a vlog, kind of a sewing crafty vlog. I have a lot going on this week. I'm actually working on a test sewing pattern. So I will fill you in on that and you'll kind of see it as it goes along because I'm actually headed to Joann's now. So here is my muslin of the Jamila jacket by Sewing Patterns by Mason. I just want to show you, I'll do all the fitting. It's definitely going to need some fitting changes, really mainly up here in like the upper chest, shoulder blade area, but it's because I think it's drafted for a woman, and I do this a lot actually, so I use a lot of women's sewing patterns and then I just have to adjust them a little bit. So anyways, we'll look at that tomorrow. I'm done with my sewing for today. I think I'm just going to cozy up with my knitting project and just kind of knit the night away. Oh, I just remembered, 2 things did come in the mail today that I wanted to show you because they are something I look forward to every season, every month. I don't know if you know, I've talked a lot about Berta Style magazine and their patterns. I love Berta Style magazine. It's so inspirational. I get so much motivation out of it every month when I get their catalog. I really love it. Plus, you can't beat the price and the amount of sewing patterns you get. And I feel like they're really trendy and in style. This came in, I've been waiting for my November issue. It finally came in today, so that's exciting. I showed this sewing pattern on last week's YouTube video. That was my fabric haul, but I showed a couple patterns. This is a Berta Style actual printed sewing pattern. 6437, but it's kind of a wrap style, loose fitting, drapey jacket, and I'm wanting to use some of that new fabric that I got for this. So that came in the mail, and my Vogue Fabrics seasonal catalog. So Vogue Fabrics offers a like monthly swatch catalog. It's not monthly, it's seasonal. So this must be, I'm assuming, the winter catalog, and they debut all their winter fabrics, and you get a swatch for each, and it goes into a magazine. But I love getting this. So between this and the Berta magazine, I get so much inspiration and motivation from those. So if you're looking for a sewing gift for somebody, I'm not sponsored by either one of these, but the Vogue Fabrics and the Berta Style magazine, great gifts. Anyways, okay, so that's all I have for today. Vlogging is definitely something to get used to. I keep forgetting to pick up the camera, but hopefully I showed you enough from today. I am going to sit down and knit the rest of my evening away, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fun because we're going thrifting. So, alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, it's Tuesday. It is thrifting day. I have my thrifting buddy. This is Jen. So if you saw my blog post this week, I talked about the best secondhand stores in Gainesville and our monthly route. We went and got our coffee. And we're starting off. I'll try to show you the stores as we go through and see what we're finding. But here we go. Alright, midday check-in. We are now pulling up at Flashbacks, or we just pulled up at Flashbacks. It's my favorite. It has like a lot of quirky vintage stuff, which is what I like, things that are different. What have we gotten so far?
I got a cardigan at Sandy's, just kind of a speckledy, long, cozy cardigan. So I picked that up.
Like a crochet.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, open weave.
What did I get? I got purple pants.
You got those shoes?
Oh, that's right. I got the shoes, the pink shoes, which is one of my favorite colors. I wear that a lot.
And almost got a bag, but decided not to.
Yeah, I almost got the green bag, but it's not my green. You know, if you follow me, it's not my warm green, but it was beautiful. Yeah, we're not finding that much today.
But that's okay.
But it's almost Christmas too, so we're being very selective. But let's see what we can find in Flashbacks.
Yeah.
All right, so we just finished our last store. We'll see you again. Jen and I do this about once a month.
Yep.
If you didn't see my blog post that went up this week about the top secondhand stores in Gainesville, go take a look at that. We hit all of those stores today, actually, except for one, which is called We Cycle, and it's for like maternity and children's stuff. And Jen likes that one a lot, so that's why I put that one there. I don't have kids, so
I have a son, and he's getting on the older side. But...
Yeah, I'm also not pregnant, so... Yeah, so anyways, but have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you soon. I don't know how much of this you can see, but here's the muslin for the Jamila jacket. Overall, the fit is pretty nice, but I'm getting a lot of pulling right along the yoke line in the back. So I definitely need like a broad back adjustment. I'm also thinking I may extend the shoulders out just a little bit, and I'm gonna drop the sleeves down too. The sleeves need to sit maybe about an inch lower. So I'm working on that. Also what I'm thinking, I don't know if you can see, but the way that the back neck is pulling away from the back, it's pulling the whole garment to the back, which is causing it to slope. The hem kind of hangs in the back and the side seams slope to the front. So I need to add some extra length there, maybe in the yoke. I'm just gonna kind of figure it out as I go. So broad back, I need to lift the back neck and add some extra room vertically over the shoulder blade. So really the shoulder blade area is giving me the most trouble. So I'm gonna play around with that. I'll try to put the camera overhead so you can see what's going on. I just realized my hair is probably a disaster. But anyway, so that's what I'm getting on with this morning, so follow me along. All right, I'm rethinking this. Okay, so as I just started cutting this up, I started thinking, if I, in order to raise the back, to add more room vertically in the back, I cut the yoke apart and I was gonna add an inch. However, that's gonna throw off the proportion. It's gonna make the yoke wider, which is not what I want. So, I'm thinking what I need to do is add an inch to the top of the back panel, not the yoke, to keep the proportion the same. That's going to affect the armhole, but I'm gonna change the armhole anyways. So that's where I'm going now. I'm just troubleshooting my way through this. Okay, so that's where I'm headed next. So those are my fitting changes. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my fabric. I actually have it washing now. I'm gonna try to do this cool like textural applique, but I'll show you. I have it washing. I wanna see how it all works out, and I will let you know where we go from here. Good morning. Happy Friday, Black Friday. I decided not to fight the crowds and go shop. I decided just to stay home. And so Speaking of, I actually got all the pieces cut out for my Jamila jacket. I got all the fitting changes. I showed you the fitting changes, so I got all that done. I got all the pieces cut out. I did not film yesterday because it was Thanksgiving, and really I just knit most of the day and spent time with my friends, and we did a big Thanksgiving meal, and anyways, it was a nice cozy day. Back to sewing today. However, I'm having some design conundrum. Let's see if I can show it to you. This is what I have, kind of the layout of what I thought I wanted the jacket to look like. However, all my mind sees, all right, so this is like a brown leather. It's called Arabian Spice, but it reads a little bit of like a red brown. With this yellow, all I see is like ketchup and mustard. And it's really bothering me, and I just don't like the layout. You can see I also played with some of the selvage as a trim. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think I need to change the yellow. I think the yellow, this yellow strip is what's kind of throwing the whole thing off for me. So I'm going to play around with some other fabrics today. I have like a pink wide wale corduroy that I may try there and just see if the pink pulls it all together. I don't know. I'll bring you along. I'm just going to play around today. But first, I'm going to finish. So I don't know if you can see from there. Maybe I'll bring the camera up. Here, I did some raw edge applique around some of the polka dots. I just decided that I wanted a little more texture. So this project is all about texture and mixture of different fabrics and things. So I just used my embroidery machine and I appliqued around some of the polka dots and just cut them out, and I'm going to leave them raw. And I really like the way it looks once it washes and kind of messes the edges up a little bit. So I did that on one side. I need to do that on the other side. So that's what I'm going to work on now, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing with fabrics. So I will bring you in close and we'll start embroidering. To show you kind of what the circles look like. So I finished the second side. When it washes, these will fray up and kind of stick up a little bit, adding a lot of texture. But I did end up underlining this yesterday, and I just used this really light, it's a very, very light cotton, just to underline it. And I ended up doing that. I used a spray adhesive, and I just sprayed the piece and just stuck them together. Then when I embroidered it, I actually used a water-soluble stabilizer. So you'll see there's a stabilizer in there. But when this washes, this will wash away. All right, so it'll just be left with the two layers. I tried to use a yellow thread in the bobbin to add a little bit of yellow to the inside. So that's what the inside of the front piece will look like. And that's where I'm at now. If you'll see, I have marks all over this because I was trying to mark in where I wanted the circles. And I was going to do S for small, L for large, and then I ended up just doing all large circles. But I used a friction pin. These are amazing. I use this for everything. And then as soon as I put heat on this and I iron it, all these marks will go away. So that's what I ended up doing. So now I'm ready to move on. I'm going to go find some other fabrics that I can put with this and try to take place of that yellow. So that's the next step. Okay, this is me many hours later of contemplating and washing fabrics and cutting pieces out and mixing them up on the dress form. I think I've decided on the color palette I'm going for. It's definitely more of a muted look now. It's not near as bright as the gold yellow I was using on the front, but there was just something about the yellow and then the red in the leather that I just did not like together. This is a much more like muted and nice palette, I think. So anyways, now I can get started sewing, and I'm going to see how much I can sew tonight. I'm definitely not going to get through it all, but at least I'll get the fronts put together and the back in pieces, but I'll bring you along with me. It's Saturday, and I totally did not finish yesterday's vlog. I did some sewing late into the night, and I ended up going with the pink theme. I don't remember what I showed you, but if I didn't show it to you yesterday, I'll put up a photo here. And that's kind of as far as I've gotten. It's not gonna be finished this week. I'll finish it by the end of next week. And you'll have to either look on my Instagram to see it, or I'll probably have it on here. I think I'm gonna do a full review of the Jamila jacket pattern. It's not been released yet, so I'll do that when it's released. But today I'm actually headed to Orlando. It's a late start to the day. It's 3 o'clock already. I'm in the line at Starbucks getting some coffee. And then I'm going to pick up my friend from the airport. We're staying in Orlando tonight, and then we're going to like an international festival tomorrow. So that should be fun, and I'm gonna bring you along. So here we go. Okay, that's it. It's Monday. I'm back at work, but I just wanted to wrap this video up and tell you thanks for following me along in my week. I did realize there are a couple things I didn't finish showing you, but I'm not quite done sewing the Jamila jacket, so I'm going to do a full video and pattern review on that. It's not been released yet. I also never showed you my knitting project. I have many knitting projects, so I think I'll do a video showing all of my works in progress. If there's anything else you want to see, just leave a comment and let me know. Do me a favor and subscribe and like, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.